Howdy folks, this is Jason Fisher with Fisher Gaming once again, and in our last episode we started the Spectre storyline, and we came across it's essentially a ghost ship where many of the Cardassians that were crewing it were dying without explanation, and we were able to manage to narrow it down to a race called the Davidians, which look a lot like a ghost. So we are going to continue that mission, that story arc, and see what happens next. And the next episode is Spin the Wheel. I need your assistance with a rather delicate situation. We have an intelligence operative undercover at Drazana Station. Her astute observations have given us the edge in several critical engagements in the neutral zone. 22 hours ago, this operative activated an emergency subspace beacon. Zamara would only contact me in this matter if she was about to be discovered by the enemy, or her life was in danger. I am understandably concerned. I need you to go to Drazana and find Zamara and assist her. Take her to safety if you have to, but don't blow her cover. If you do, their weapons blazing, you may get her killed. I have accessed your logs. It's been quite some time since you've had some shore leave. I suggest you visit Drazana for some downtime. Okay, the normal expertise, experience, dilithium, and rather interesting rifle. And then field steel, and then singularity ores, warp core. So
everything we do is for the Empire.
All right. Transwarp. And this is Drazana Station. Now, Drazana Station is a social.
Welcome to Drazana.
It is a social. It is a social map. It's just like a First City, only this time it's a neutral site, so both the Federation and Klingon aligned are here. Not sure where we should start, but intelligence shows that Balan is the Ferengi you to talk to if you're looking for some information. He's the bartender, and we should look for him in the lounge area. Okay.
Get your Comet cocktails! 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes.
4.7 discount for the next 3 minutes. Boy, that is so generous. Talk to Balan, or question Balan, I think is what we need to do.
Welcome to Drazana Station, the home of the finest libations and pleasures this side of Rex. Care to hear about today's specials? Have you tried the Comet cocktail? It's out of this world.
Oh, let's just talk. Tell me about your specials.
You've arrived at the right time. It's almost the day of the comet. Griffin's Comet is going to pass close enough to the station to frost the viewports. And this is the only place in the sector where you can celebrate in style. We've got Comet cocktails in keepsake glasses, Comet trail mix, Comet ice cream cores, and 47 flavors. So relax, enjoy the games, have a drink, and pick up some souvenirs for your crew. You'll probably want to send a few trinkets back home to let the folks know that you were at Drozana Station when the comet arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station. The eggheads in Star tell me that Driffin's comet has a wide elliptical orbit. The last time it was in this area was in 2262, and it won't be back again until 2556. And by then, I'm sure that this crazy war will be over and Drozana Station will be the premier space entertainment venue in the entire galaxy. It looks like your standard ball of ice and rock to me, but the science geeks are all excited about it. They say it's giving off triolic energy and that it has a high variance of chronoton particles. Whatever that means.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Me, I see opportunity. Starting now, Days of the Comet. Join in on all the fun for just a few credits. There's no better place for a good deal and a good time than Drozana Station.
Heck.
Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
Tell me about the
We've
station.
got everything an honorable warrior like yourself could want. There's access to shopping, subspace message stations, a few quality vendors, drinks, dancing, and Dabo. Oh, that Lita hologram is really something. Makes me want to get a handful of her pixels, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
My partners and I took this place over a few months ago. It was an abandoned piece of space junk then, but with some hard work and careful financial planning, we will make it a pleasure destination to rival Ryza or Casperia Prime.
Casperia Prime.
Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
Abandoned? Who built the station?
Humans, I think. But history has never been my thing. The present is where the Latinum is. I know the station was built in the mid-23rd century and served as a trading post and supply station for colony ships and military vessels. Then the House of Duras owned it for a while, but they gave it up in the 2370s. It was empty until my partners and I arrived. Do you know we had to spend 3 weeks scrubbing blood wine stains off the decks? Between that, the globfly infestation, and voles in the computer circuitry, it's a wonder that we ever opened our doors for business. Good deals and good times.
Well,
You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
Oh, it's nice to have a little history of the station. I'm looking for someone.
Aren't we all? Me? I want a leggy Vulcan with a liberal attitude toward interspecies relations. So, are you looking for someone in particular, or just some company?
Her name is Zamara. Do you know her?
Oh yeah, I know Zamara. Maybe she's been here recently, and maybe she hasn't. My memory is kind of hazy.
Perhaps we can work out some sort of arrangement.
Yeah, I'm sure we can. In fact, I feel my memory clearing up already. I tell you what, I know you Empire types don't think throwing around large sums of Latinum is honorable, but what you do have are skills and a willingness to get your hands dirty. That's what I need right now. Our replicators are on the fritz. Maybe it's a whole power system because the lights are going wonky too. But a little blue mood lighting isn't as big a problem for me as unfilled drink orders. Go to the cargo bay and get my replicators working. By the time you're done, I'm sure I will have remembered where I last saw Zamara.
Alright, go to the cargo bay and scan the station's replicators. Okay. So, we're going to go this way. Now, Drozana Station's one of my favorite places to go. Doesn't have everything that First City has, or DS9, which we'll be at later. But I still consider it my favorite. It just has this whole black market feel to it. But anyhow, replicators, here we go. Input request. Run diagnostics. Replicators are offline due to diminished functions of electroplasma distribution network. Run diagnosis on electroplasma distribution network. 30% drop in power reported on Deck 1. Replicators are offline until power fluctuations are repaired. What is the cost on the power loss of power? Unknown. What must be done to restore the packs? Okay, power must be routed through systems to relieve strain on the EPS conduits. Following systems are available for this process: Hollow Suites, Gravity Control, Replicators, Environmental Controls, Defense Grid. 6 connections required to stabilize the power grid. Okay. Captain, the biggest problem you're going to have to repair anything on the station is the age, system, and general lack of maintenance. Drozana was built in mid-23rd century, and many of the systems on the station haven't had a major update in more than a century. So you're dealing with an EPS system that can't handle the strain of running modern equipment like replicators. I did some digging in our database and found a log written by a member of the House of Duras responsible for maintaining the station in the early 24th century. Log says that you need to regulate the power flow by routing through various subsystems. It's almost like you're gonna. It looks like you're using those systems as ancient circuit breakers. What would you suggest? I would suggest you should try is scanning some of the damaged systems and the power couplings in the cargo bay. You should learn more about what you have. Properly realign the relays. Okay. The Frungering operating Trezana station have made replicators function their top priority. The replicators are now tied into every available system, including life support. Start with the connections to the replicators or the power connection will fail. Okay. Alright, so replicators first. When you find a snarl of wires and cables that look like they've been chewed on by volts, you realize that not every system has maybe needed to use to make the successful reroute. Some systems may need more than one connection. Okay, so we know we start with replicators. Let's scan everything else. Scan environment. Balon found a way to keep the station's ancient bar coolers working by connecting the cooling systems to the replicators. Unless that connection is maintained, all refrigeration units will go offline. Replicators must have a connection to the environmental controls. Okay, gravity controls. Looks like someone used an outdated power coupling to connect gravity controls to the main power feed. It must be an emergency fix, but it's been here for so long that the coupling is fused and cannot be removed. Gravity controls can connect to environmental controls and defense grid, but not the replicators. Holosuite. Holosuites have a separate environmental control systems, so they can be finely tuned for temperature conditions appropriate to the various scenarios that are running at any time. Environmental controls cannot connect to holosuites. Okay. There is a shunt that is slowly diverting energy from the station's power core to the hollow emitters installed in some of the lower levels of the station. You will need to compensate for that energy drain and restore the replicators to function. The connection must end with the system which you are attempting to restore. Okay, so we begin with replicators, we end with replicators. Defense grid. Klingons ran into the station in nearby early 24th century and made significant improvements to the station's shields and added turret weapons. While it was made the station was more defensible, it also increased the amount of energy needed to keep the station's defense grid operational. The fourth connection must be the defense grid. Well, at least that one's obvious, so... Okay, so we know that this one has to be first and last, so... Okay. And we can't... Alright, so what is the third? Okay. Okay, da 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 da. Engineering ports. So let's do this one. Okay, now we already know without a doubt. We didn't scan this. UPS relays in the station are a maze of shunts and relays with patches going between unrelated systems and even the power cells that are being used to boost the critical areas. 6 connections. Okay. Not telling us anything we didn't already know. But we already know without a doubt this is the fourth connection here. And and of course the sixth and final is going to be replicators. All right. Go back and see Balan.
Get your Comet cocktails! 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes. Welcome to Drozana Station, the home of the finest libations and pleasures this side of Rex. Care to hear about today's specials? Have you tried the Comet cocktail? It's out of this world.
Your replicators are working.
They are, and I am exceedingly pleased by your generous offer to repair them for no compensation. I can't let you go away empty-handed, though. How about I give you a 15% discount on drinks and souvenirs for an amount of time to be determined by management?
We had a deal. The replicators for information about Zamara.
Fine. A deal's a deal, right? Never let it be said that I'll cheat a valued customer like yourself. Personally, I don't know why you're so interested in her. She's a looker, but just try talking to her. She's more paranoid than an Obsidian Order agent in a room full of Tal Shiar. Zamara usually hangs out near the Dabo tables. Keep an eye out for a looker wearing purple. You can't miss her.
Okay.
Good deal.
All right. Here she is right here.
Ready to
Tucked
get
in.
lucky?
Is that really purple? Looks more of a bronze color. Well, those purple boots.
Be careful. They're watching. I'm not in the mood for a chat right now, thanks.
They who?
Shh. Keep your voice down. I'm being watched. I've seen too many familiar faces in the crowd, and there are shadows, watchers in the dark. I see them out of the corner of my eye when they think I'm not looking.
Has a license
always
product of
looking.
Quark Enterprises.
When the lights change, there they are.
Oh boy.
Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
I was sent to help you.
You weren't sent to help me. You were sent to watch me. Command needs me to keep feeding information to Klingon intelligence. People come here and they drink and they talk. It's amazing the bits of information you can pick up around a Dabo table. Everything, even the smallest detail, is important. Captain Gerard was in here last week. He ordered blood wine, an entire bottle of the 2309 vintage, to be exact. That business with the House of Torg must have upset him more than we knew. When Gerard's happy, he drinks Warnog. Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
Tell me more about what happened
If
to
you
the
do
House
not
of
know
Torg.
this story, then perhaps you should spend less time drinking and more time paying attention to the games between the great houses on Kronos. The Klingons fight more than one war, my friend. The battles among the houses will shape the Empire more than the battles against
Buy another
Starfleet.
drink. Maybe
But
it'll
you
bring
seem
good
to be
luck.
pleasant, if naive, so I will tell you what happened. Torg was on the High Council until he made a play to destroy the House of Martok. He was partially successful. Maven, son of Drex, is dead. The house has no heir unless Drex takes a new mate and fathers a new son. But Martok's widow is wise. Her son Drex is far away from the homeworld fighting Starfleet, so Lady Sorella called for warriors to defend her house. They exposed Torg's treachery, and Jempok was forced to
Keep your
discommendate
eyes on
him.
the wheel.
As to why that would make Gerard unhappy? Torg raised Gerard after his mother died. Now he is an outcast, and his house has fallen. Gerard cannot speak to him without losing his own honor.
That was the very beginning of
I
our
cannot believe a
storyline.
warrior such as yourself does not know these things. Are you trying to discover what stories people tell of your deeds? Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
What can I do to help
Find
you?
out who is watching me. I'm not safe here. Starfleet intelligence is looking
Double
for me.
Elite has a
They
license
know
product of
someone
Quark
has been feeding
Enterprises.
intelligence to the Empire. The ghosts are watching. Their eyes are hungry. Yesterday, they surrounded a drunken Nausicaan. Now, he's dead. They will find me when the blue light shines, and then I'll disappear.
I know what the ghosts are.
How could you know that? You may think you know. You may even have readings in your tricorder that you think are right, but you don't know. How could you know? I'm here every day. They watch me, and I watch them.
Platinum
can
is
take
a
you
girl's
someplace
best
safe.
No,
friend.
they're everywhere. They're watching. You've been here too long. Someone will notice that we're together. Go do something else. Play Dabo. I'll contact you when I'm ready, when it's safe.
Alright, play double.
Watch your...
Alright. Talk to nervous
Can't
Frankie.
you see I'm busy losing all my latinum?
Watch your tone. I did that.
Can't you see I'm busy losing all my...
Ready to get
Okay.
lucky?
Ah, play double.
Spin the wheel and win.
Okay. Now, playing double is real simple. Of course, you have to wait until they'll be willing to accept a bet, but... Do. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do 1,000 on 3 slots.
Keep your eyes
Place
on
bet.
the wheel.
And we've... Last game, we got an acolyte for playing Dabo.
Dabo!
Was that a...
Close enough. I couldn't wait for you to get that lucky. We would have been here all night. Psst. Zamara wants me to give you a message. She wants you to know, if you're interested in finding out what's really going on here at Drazana Station, you need to check out the lower levels. I have an access code for you that will get you past the security doors. If you want to talk with her again, I suggest you collect your winnings and catch her before she leaves.
Okay. Alright.
I'm not in the mood for a chat right now, thanks.
Are you ready to talk now?
You don't need to worry about me. I'm going to leave this place to the ghosts. They seem to belong here more than we do. I've booked passage on a ship. You don't need to know which one. Just tell Kamen he'll keep getting his intel, one way or another. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Thank you. Captain, there are Davidians in the Nadatu system. Now you've found evidence of them on Drazana Station. Obviously, they're using the neutral zone as some sort of hunting ground.
Ready to
We cannot
get
allow
lucky?
these creatures to feed on warriors of the Empire. I've requested sensor data from this ship's closest to the comet's current location for an analysis, but it's only half our problem. If the properties of the comet are somehow easing the Davidians' entry into the area of space, we need weapons capable of destroying them. Recommendations: the closest research lab is on Ganala Station. I recommend that we consult
Don't
with the
worry,
team
the
there.
table isn't rigged anymore.
Okay. 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 Ganalda system right there. And it will not take long for us to go. And we're going to go ahead and use Quantum Slip Sling just to kind of make it easier. But little word of warning, anytime you use the Quantum Slipstream, you have to reselect your location or else it'll just fly right past it. So, there you go. Alright. And there's our space station there. Again, this is another social area, but this one's just for the Klingons. A lot of people in here are... Oh, good grief, I can't... There we go.
You need something?
Oh, we found evidence of Davidians in the neutral zone.
I know. Kamen has been keeping me informed. I have an item that might help. It's a prototype weapon that was found on the USS DeWitt. I will need to make some modifications to make it useful against Davidians, but that's nothing I can't handle. The weapon is called a synchronic distortion prototype rifle. If my changes work, the weapon's secondary effect will be devastating against phase-shifted Davidians. I'll send the finished weapon on to Kamen when I'm done. Fight well. The Davidians have no honor, and they think of nothing but their own hunger. You have a mighty battle ahead of you.
Okay. Message from the ship. There we go. Oh, here it is.
Zamara has always had an excessive imagination. Flighty, as the humans might say. Still, if she is safe and willing to continue to work for the Empire, you've done well. I am more concerned about these ghosts she mentioned. You already found evidence of Davidians in the neutral zone. They could be at Drozana Station as well. According to Zamara, one Klingon has already died. No more will fall on my watch. Belair sent me a weapon that might be of use to you. Use it well.
And this is the weapon he's speaking of, so we're going to go ahead and select that.
Everything we do is for the Empire.
Alright, and that's all for this one, folks. No fighting, which is kind of a shame because I had just upgraded my weapons. But yeah, no fighting. But there's probably going to be some in the next one, although it's probably all going to be ground. But until then, all of y'all have a good day and a good life, and I will see you next time.